can't forget our progress update.
I've been playing this game for 254 hours. Man. So, yeah, as you can see by my playtime, I have been very, very busy in this game. So, yeah, what have I been busy with? I'm sure you all have seen the latest video on my channel where I cleared Xenoblade 3's hardest Superboss, being Seraphic Ceratinia at level 200. And from there, I decided to just say, you know what, I'm going to decide to clear all of these super bosses at their maximum level. And yeah, that's what this video is. I'm going to be breaking down all of my super boss clears and just sharing my general strategy and just party setup and everything. And yeah. A lot of this is ripped straight from Enel's videos, but I'm hoping I can like give a bit more of like insights from what I've been doing with this setup. So yeah, the main strategy of this team is going to be trying to get to a chain attack, and from there we're going to be doing a lot of damage. So yeah, first up we have Seraph Noah, and this is just really wanting to do massive damage with Inferno Dance, and yeah. I have Flashback as a break art because break combos have a very, very big spot with this team, specifically for chain attacks. I know in my accessories I have Fiber Wraps on Noah and then Fiber Wraps on Uni, which boosts damage when attacking launched enemies, and that's something I'm going to be trying to take advantage of with chain attacks. Do massive damage with Inferno Dance and then Fatal Barrage with Uni, and yeah. That's pretty much all I have for Noah. With Mio, I have a pretty standard Zephyr Evasion tank class, so yeah, don't really have a lot to add there. I have Steel Cleaver, and Ceramic Belt to buff damage so Mio can keep aggro, and then Steel Protection just to buff her survivability a little bit. Uni, Full Metal Jaguar class, really wants to do massive damage with Fatal Barrage and chain attacks. And yeah, one thing that I do need to cover is I have the Maniac Master skill, which buffs damage to higher level enemies by 50%. I think it has the same effect as like Vambraces or something. So yeah. And since a lot of the enemies we're going to be taking on are like 50 levels higher than me at least, that's going to be very, very helpful. I have Wide Slash and Quick Draw for evasion arts, just to buff survivability. Once again, this is ripped straight from Enel's video in his Super Boss clears. So we have Tyon for an AI controlled Signifer, just to stack buffs along with Senna, who is going to be the user-controlled Signifer, but Tyon has a bit of a different set. He has the Soothing Breath gem to revive allies with more HP, which is very, very clutch for this particular setup. You'll see in some of my videos where my allies will go down, and if Tyon's one of them, I will always usually try to revive Tyon first if I can help it. So yeah, I have, let's see, I got Solace Rings to buff healing, Devotional Necklace, and then Crystal Earrings to fill the chain attack gauge. I really went hard on Crystal Earrings in the back half of my team, because buffing the chain attack gauge and just filling it up as fast as possible is such a key strategy for me. Avalanche is a pretty standard one exile set. This is trying to give me another breaker just to contribute to a break combo so I can get launch going for chain attacks. And then I have a user controlled Senna for the Signifer class, and this is just designed to stack buffs as fast as possible, and I have Shadow Eye instead of Demolition to pass an attack buff. So yeah, I have Ashira for the hero, and Ashira offers really nice buffs for chain attacks. In a chain attack, her heroic chain will give a buff to damage ratio and will also grant power charge to all allies, which is a very powerful buff, especially with attackers like our Seraph with Noah and our Fulminal Jaguar with Uni. So yeah, with that being said, in the chain attack itself, once we get to the chain attack, the battle is not over just like that, as we have to, we have to optimize what we do with our orders. Usually we want to start out with Ashira if we can help it, but the main thing in this is that we want to have Tyon and Uni be selected for orders in the chain attack. This is so that way we can access their Ouroboros order, and with their Ouroboros order, we're going to be doing massive damage because we go to the Soul Tree. We have the skill Shared Blessing, which grants an increase to damage dealt for each buff active on all allies, and you can put 2 and 2 together with 2 Signifers spamming buffs. We're going to be getting a lot of buffs and taking full advantage of this skill, being able to hit massive damage in chain attacks. So yeah, usually in these queers I will fill up the chain attack gauge first, then try to initiate a launch combo, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't do that. I think for the Levialord Empireo queer, I had such a weird time with it, where I got the boss down to a manageable amount of health, which is what I usually try to do if I don't get a launch combo going, so that way I can always kill it, or overkill it, in the chain attack. And yeah, I had a rough time about it. Well, you'll see what happens, but allies died as soon as I started the chain attack, and yeah, it just wasn't a fun time. So yeah, that is going to be the general strategy I'm going to be using to take down some of these super bosses. And yeah, you can find out more like in-depth details in Enel's video, and do better strategies, I should say. I will say one thing, sometimes in order to initiate a break combo, I will use either Noah's Ouroboros form or Senna's Ouroboros form, since Senna has the utterly crushing skill which can inflict break on an enemy. But yeah, from there I'll usually, if I use Ouroboros, I usually inflict break and then swap over to Lance's Ouroboros form for sudden impact Volcano Cannon, just to get the topple and launch if the AI isn't already on it with their classes. So yeah, that is going to be the breakdown of my builds, and I will catch you all whenever I do, where I do the Superboss queers. So peace. Alright, so first up in the Superboss queers is Kilocorn Grandeps at level 150. So yeah, I'm currently watching back a video I recorded of this, because I recorded all of the videos before I recorded the intro for this video. So yeah, as you can see, this is how I'm going to try to play out all of these fights. I'm spamming arts with Senna, trying to stack as many buffs as I can as quickly as possible. Really just trying to build up that chain attack gauge as quickly as I can, so that way I can get into the chain attack as soon as possible. So yeah. Right here, I managed to get a very fortunate break into launch or break it in top one to launch, and I activate the chain attack immediately. I fortunately get a Sheriff first, so I'm going to get that increased damage ratio and power charge buff after I finish this chain order. So I usually try to start out with Noah, then Uni, get my attackers, and then I go for Senna just to get her TP up as well. And then I always close out the chain attack with Ashira for the guaranteed amazing. So that way I can get Noah, Uni, and Senna all reactivated for the next round. You can see that coming up. Now here, unfortunately, I don't get Tyon or Uni. Ideally, I want to get Tyon or Uni first, but I got Noah, which is more than manageable because Noah still does a lot of damage, especially with power charge, with his end of combo attack or whatever. So yeah, I think I just close it out with Noah just to increase my TP even more, get a Bravo so that way I activate more or reactivate more characters. So yeah. Now I roll Uni here, and I think I go Mio into lands into one of the attackers. Get their TP up a little bit just in case, because I don't really want to attack with Noah or Uni right now. So I go for Tyon there, and close this out with Uni to increase my TP gains even more. Unfortunately, I fall one short of an amazing rating, which, it's honestly a bit more common in this video than I think I've came up like 1 or 2% short on some of these, but I think all the chain attacks are merging together from where I've done this so much. Fortunately, I managed to get Tyon to close this out, and I can pretty easily go Mio into Tyon into Noah to close out the regular chain orders. And this is important that I get Uni into Tyon because I can get the Uni, Tyon, or Boris order, which does absolutely insane damage. So I'm just going to mute up and let this play out. Alright, so the second super boss in Xenoblade 3 is Perilwing Ryuho at, I think, level 160. So, yeah. As you can see in this little introduction, spawn the boss, and I'm getting over to where I'm going to fight it. Unfortunately, it takes a few minutes for the boss to, like, circle its way over, so I just cut ahead to the fight like that. And, yeah, my strategy from Kilocorn Grandeps doesn't really change all that much. As you can see here, stacking buffs like crazy, and yeah. So I think I'm just going to shut up for a little bit until, something interesting happens. So I will see you when something interesting happens. So at this stage in the battle, Tyon fell, and I tried to revive Tyon first, but I unfortunately revived Uni first, and yeah. As you can see, I'm just letting Tyon take care of the reviving duties because he can revive allies with more health, and yeah, that's all I can note for this. I build up a chain attack here, and you'll see that I'm unable to get the break combo going, so I'll have to make do. And yeah, I'm going to shut up again. So now that I have failed to get an initial break on this super boss, I'm trying to get it to a manageable health to where a chain attack would finish it off guaranteed. So yeah. So here I'm trying to inflict break again, and I think I might get it this time. I kind of messed up by going for the wing move into the break art, but it worked out because I managed to get break, and now I'm able to inflict topple and launch with land since I'm at interlink level 3 again. And now I can pretty easily cancel and get the chain attack going. And now that we're in the chain attack, I am going to shut up for good this time, because you know the song and dance already, I hope by this point. Get the Unity on Ouroboros, deal massive damage, win the fight, easy as you please. So the third Superboss in Xenoblade 3 is found in the lower max of Wildwood, and it is Dreadwyrm Nizoont. So, yeah. As you can see, this is my strategy, still going with it, so yeah, I'm just gonna shut up. You've seen me commentate over the same exact stuff. I don't think I need to explain myself. This is the one annoying thing about this fight. It'll occasionally use that art and then go invincible for a short amount of time, which is pretty annoying for me when I'm trying to, you know, inflict break on it and use chain attacks on it. So, yeah. And as you can see here, I managed to inflict break into topple into launch and get a Shira first, so it's a really, really good start to the chain attack for me. And now I can just use my usual strategy of trying to get Union Tiles or Ouroboros going. So the next super boss in Xenoblade 3 is Levialord Empireo at level, I think, 180. So, yeah. Takes me a minute to swim over, but you can see this is like one strategy that's kind of unique from the other super bosses, as I'm firing off Orioles, Heal Harmonies, and Resonant Flags just to stack a couple buffs before I get into the fight. And, you know, charge up my Master Art a little bit. Or Talent Art, I should say, not Master Art. Talent Art of Cry of Faith, charge it up a bit, and yeah. I'm going to mute up as we go into the battle. So right here, I canceled the Ouroboros early, so that way I can try to revive Tylon. And I ended up reviving Uni instead, so try to revive Tylon, and yeah. This is where this clear just kind of goes a bit off the rails. So, Uni and Tylon die again, and at this stage, I'm trying to limp to the chain attack because I think I have it at good enough health to where I can do this. And yeah. I tried to activate this chain attack before the art went off, but Uni and Tylon died once again, so I couldn't use the chain attack. I had to cancel immediately out of it so I could revive them, which in hindsight probably wasn't a good play, but I ended up somehow winning this fight, and yeah. Uni dies again, as does Noah, but Tylon will be able to revive him with more health than I could, so yeah. I pretty much just need to charge up the chain attack gauge and I'll be fine in this battle, so yeah. Checking the Ouroboros levels, I end up going with the Uni Tylon Ouroboros right now, just so that way I can get some passive healing on the team, since they have healing arts. So yeah, that's really the only notable deviation from the norm that I've had, because this fight just went so off the rails. So here, I just decided that enough is enough. I'm activating the chain attack. I think I have it at low enough health to where I can overkill it. And yeah. The fourth verse, same as the first three. So here I made a mistake. I went with the Senna order. I should have went with the Lands order because Senna would lose power charge. And since I don't have power charge on Tylon, I'm going to lose power charge for the rest of this chain attack, which will greatly affect my damage. This fight is just so scuffed, and I'm impressed that I managed to win this one. Also, another thing to note, I went with the Senna Lands Ouroboros order because, yeah, it was the only Ouroboros order I could choose. And I opted to go with Senna Lands over Noah Mio for this one because I think they do more damage, but I can't be sure on that. So, yeah. End up going with that, but I'll have enough in the tank to overkill this with Uni. So, yeah. And now it is finally time for the final super boss, Seraphic Ceratinia at level 200. Now this is the exact same video that I uploaded a few days ago. Thank you all so much for the support on that video, by the way. This is my most popular video and I'm just so happy about it. So yeah, you can see here I get a launch combo going very early, but it's sadly before I can get my chain attack going, so yeah. So here Tyon dies, and I make it my priority to revive him as soon as I can. And yeah, things get kinda weird in this battle, as you would have saw whenever I uploaded the queer. So Tyon dies again, and then Wans dies, so I'm trying to make it my priority to revive Tyon, but I think I might revive Wans first. Yep, I revived Wans first on accident. So I get Tyon revived so he can help Noah up, and yeah, this is, it's weird. I walk straight into a launch art, and Tyon dies again while on his way to revive Noah. So I gotta revive Tyon again. And then Uni dies. Uni dies, Tyon's at low health, Wans is at low health, and it's just generally a bad time. So, yeah. So I'm able to get a lucky break here, and then topple, and then launch, and I just decide to pull the trigger on the chain attack really early. And yeah, I didn't even get an optimal order in this, because usually I like going Ashira first. But yeah, you'll see, it ends up working out, so I'm just gonna let this chain attack speak for itself. And that concludes the Xenoblade 3 Superboss queer video from me. This has been a very, very fun journey to embark upon. And yeah, despite how many hours it took me grinding for max levels on all these super bosses, grinding for max levels of gems, grinding for the best equipment in the game, hell, grinding out all these class ranks as well. Like, it was super fun, and I've gained a new appreciation for this game. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is my favorite video game of all time, and yeah, I love it so much, and doing this is just, it's helped me love it even more. So, yeah. With that being said, I do want to announce a bit of a new future for the channel, I guess. The thing is, I'm going to be taking a break from doing Pokemon Draft Leagues for a bit. I have one Draft League I'm currently in, which I do plan to upload a recap video on. I'm in semifinals of that right now, and yeah, it's my first ever doubles Pokemon Draft League, so yeah, I'm impressed I've managed to do so well in it, but you'll see what I've been up to whenever that video comes. Aside from that, I do plan on doing a bit more Xenoblade content, maybe doing a playthrough of Xenoblade X in the future, since it's coming to Switch, so maybe, I'm not sure, but at any rate, I will catch you all in the next battle, and I do want to give a massive thank you to everyone who has shown support on the latest 2 Xenoblade videos. It hasn't gone unnoticed by me that they're the most popular videos on my channel. So yeah, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.